everybody. Welcome to Barre with Mary. We have a full-length barre class today. So about 45 minutes, we're going to work the whole body, low impact, super challenging, super effective. For props, you're going to want a set of light weights. These are 2-pounders. I would definitely recommend you go pretty light with the weights, 2, 3, that's really where you want to be at. And a Pilates ball. Now, if you don't have these things, you can use other things. Water bottles filled up would be great for weights. In terms of the ball, I would use a rolled up beach towel. It's not going to be quite as challenging during the seat work, but it will stand in and definitely you'll still get a burn. You don't need the weights to start, so I'm going to set them off to the side. And then take the ball between your hands. Feet are going to come underneath the shoulders. And then I want you to externally rotate the legs. So turn the legs out just slightly. So you're in this turned out position, and then you're going to reach your hips back and sink low into your squat. Inhale, you're going to rise all the way up, reaching the ball overhead. As you exhale, you're going to squat down, pick it up, go up and down, go lift and squat. Now, if this bothers your shoulders, you're more than welcome to just reach the ball straight forward towards me. As you rise up, I want you to drive through your heels. And as you squat down, you're going to squeeze the ball between your hands. And you're going to press your inner thighs open. 4 more, go 4, 3, 2. We're going to stay low in the hips to start to squeeze the ball. Little squeeze. Little squeeze now, option drop the hips, little drop, little drop. I want you to feel your heels drawing in towards one another. We're going to push the inner thighs away. And really feel that deep activation through the inner and outer thighs. You're working into the hamstrings, into the glutes. And then we're really finding this space, this spaciousness across our chest. You have 8 more here, go 8. Go 6. Here for 4, 3. Hold the squeeze on the ball, inhale. As you exhale, left foot's not gonna move, right foot's gonna step back. Find a curtsy squat. Right toes line up with that left ankle. Inhale here, squeeze the ball. Exhale, come back to the turned out squat. Switch, left foot steps back, hold it. Left toes line up with that right ankle. Take a big breath in. Step it right back out to that curtsy, pick it up, go. Curtsy, turned out squat. It's curtsy and squat. It's back and center, go back. Now option squeeze the ball and squeeze, go squeeze. So we're switching side to side here. What I want you to find is that your hips are not shifting from side to side. They're pointing straight towards me, and we're just getting a little bit of heat building into the outer glutes and into the hamstrings. Go 3, 2, last one, hold at center, inhale, squeeze the ball. Exhale, shift the hips back, sink a little lower, pushing out through the inner thighs, and hold for 4, hold for 3, hold for 2, rotate parallel, take a forward fold. Let the ball just softly hang down, and then maybe sway the upper body from side to side, reaching the sits bones up to the sky, and letting the chin tuck towards the chest here. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, we're going to walk our hands over to the left side of our mat. You're going to step back to a high plank, bringing the ball up in between your inner thighs. Start to squeeze the ball, go in and in and in. Now, you always know that coming down to your knees is a fantastic modification here, especially if you're pregnant and showing. I definitely want you to go down on your knees. As you squeeze the ball, I want you to feel the low belly band lifting up towards the sky. The sides of the waist are wrapping in. And then take a moment to focus on the ribs. Feel the front low ribs knitting together. And you feel the back side of the rib cage puffing up towards the ceiling. 8 more, 7, 6. Yes, you're here for 4, 3. Hold the squeeze on the ball. Inhale, lift the back of the head. As you exhale, you're going to squeeze the ball. Feel the pelvic floor draw up. And really lift up to the low belly. Hold here for 4. Hold here for 3. Hold here for 2. Lift the hips, downward dog. Feel the inner thighs rotating in towards one another here. Almost like you're trying to push the ball back behind you. And then feel free to take any variation that feels good in your body during this warm-up. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Reach back, grab the ball from in between your thighs. Come on down to your forearms, forearm plank. The ball comes in between your hands. Squeeze the ball as you take a breath in. As you exhale, I want you to feel your sitting bones draw together and you feel your low belly lifting up to the sky. Now from here, try not to change the shape of your hips. Take the ball underneath your right hand. Extend the right arm long out in front of you. Feel that right hip, how it wants to lift up. Really anchor down to the right side body so the hips stay square and start to push down into the ball. Go a little push, a little push. So check in with your right hip. Is it lifting up to the sky? Bring it down in line with your left and feel the right side obliques fire. You're here for 8. It's back to center in 4 more. Go 4, 3, 2. Roll that ball back between your hands, center. Take a breath in, squeeze the ball. As you exhale, hips are not gonna move. Ball comes underneath the left hand. Roll that ball long out in front of you. Left hip stays down in line with the right. Start to press down, little press. So you're squeezing down on the ball. Go a little down, a little down. Feel the obliques wrapping in. Go 8. And go 6. Back to center in 4, 3, 2. Bring that back to center. Inhale. As you exhale, I want you to feel the heels reaching back and the crown of the head lengthening forward. Just stillness here to finish your warm up. Hold here for 4. Hold here for 3. Hold here for 2. Child's pose. Big toes together. Knees open wide. Seat reaches back towards your heels. Big inhale. And a big exhale. Roll yourself up to seated. Swing your legs around in front of you. Keep your ball in your hands. We're going to bend the knees and plant the feet. And then I want you to take the ball behind you like a little bunny tail. So tuck it in right there at your sacrum. Extend the arms forward. Inhale. As you exhale, we're going to hinge back, really pushing back into that ball, maintaining a nice neutral spine. So you're in this nice V shape in the body. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hinge all the way back. 2 counts, we lift. 2 counts, we hinge. Beautiful. So as you hinge back, I want you to find that you're not changing the shape of your spine. You're keeping this beautiful neutral spine, and you're just shifting the whole thing to lean back and lift up. As you lean back, you'll feel how much work you have to do in your abdominals to keep the spine long. 2 more times. Take it, hinge it back, and lift it up. The last one goes back. And lift. Now hinge it back, really pressing back into the ball and hold it there. Inhale. As you exhale, it's 1 inch. Little back, little up. Press it back 1 inch and up 1 inch. Go. It's back. And lift. Now at any point, if this is too much, you can always take your hands back behind your thighs for a little bit more support. As we press back into the ball, I want you to feel your low ribs knitting together. And almost as if I'm taking a fish hook to the backside of your belly button, we're really feeling the belly button initiating this movement. Pulling the abdominals back and up. Yes, go 4, 3, 2. Hinge it back, hold it. Flip the palms up to face the sky. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, I want your right fingers toward right toes. Come back to center. Left fingers reach toward left toes. Come back to center a little faster. Go a little right, little left, little twist, little twist. Yeah, so it's this little oblique twist from side to side. So your bottom rib is trying to reach a little closer towards your hip bone here. You're almost making like a little smiley face shape with the upper body. Little right, little left. Yeah, little right, little left. Beautiful. Continue to press back into the ball. And then really notice here if your hips are rocking from side to side. Push down through both sides of your pelvis. And be sure that you're not allowing your legs to change shape here, right? So you're not sliding one leg forward and then the other. This wrap, this twist is coming from the waist. Like a little side to side, raining out motion. Go 4. Go 3. Go 2. The last one right, the last one left. Hold it center, inhale. As you exhale, I want you to press back into the ball even deeper and really feel your sitting bones squeeze together. Now arms will lift up in this V shape. Flip the palms and press the arms all the way down to tap the floor. Pick it up. Go. Lift. Lower. Up and down. Yes, it's all the way up and all the way down. So with your arms in this V shape, You're asking a lot more out of your obliques because you're adding the weight of your arms lifting up and lowering down. You have 4 more like that. 4, 3, 2, last one. Now float the arms up, hold it there. Soften through the shoulders, take a big breath in. As you exhale, just start to lift the heart, go a little up, little up. It's little lift, yes. Inner thighs are drawing in towards one another. With every exhale, you're squeezing the sits bones together and feeling the pelvic floor lift up. Go 16, 15, this is it. Then you have a hold, and then we're back onto our backs. Coming into seat work, it's 8. Your hold is in 6. Your hold is in 4, 3, 2, hold that lift, inhale. Exhale, press back into the ball deeper. Squeeze the sits bones together and soften the shoulders. Hold here for 4, hold here for 3, hold here for 2, sit all the way up, take the ball out, and lay all the way back on your back. This ball is gonna come underneath your left foot. So bring the ball underneath your left foot and really actively push your left heel down into the ball. Arms can come to rest at your side. Take a breath in. As you exhale, knit the ribs together and soften the backs of the rib cage down into the mat. Now drive through the heels, squeeze the seat, and exhale, lift the seat to a low bridge. So just barely hovering your seat off of the mat. Inhale, tap the seat back down. Exhale, squeeze, lift. It's inhale, tap. And exhale, squeeze a little faster. Go down and up. Go tap and squeeze. Beautiful. So every time you lift the seat, I want you to really focus on pushing down with your left heel into the ball. So there's a lot of instability here, right? You're pretty wobbly. Woggly. That's the new word, no big deal. You're pretty wobbly on your left leg. So right away, I'm hoping with that instability, you're getting a ton of hamstring activation for the left leg. The hamstrings are the muscles that line the back side of the upper thigh, of the upper leg, I should say. And they insert into the base of the seat. So they are instrumental in really keeping the pelvis strong and healthy and keeping the knees strong and healthy and really activating into the glutes. You're here for 4, 3, 2. You're gonna hold the seat at the hover to start to push your left heel down and down. Little press, little press. So you're pushing your left heel down into the ball here. Check in, make sure that you're not arching into the low back or flaring the rib cage open. So the ribs continue to knit together. You're really not lifting your seat very high. It's much more about just hovering the seat so that you can stay long through the whole low spine. Start to push a little bit deeper. You're here for 8, for 6. Left heel push is 4, 3. Hold that press down with the left heel. Start to lift your seat 1 inch. Little lift, little lift, little lift. Now really drag down through the left heel. Feel how deeply your left hamstring can fire here. Beautiful. Now notice if you're tensing through your face or through your shoulders. Really soften the face. Let the shoulders be heavy down into the mat. Keep that energy that you had, but just transfer it down to your left side hamstring, your left side glutes. Your core is working here to help stabilize and lengthen your low back. Go 8. Go 6. Seat lifts up for 4, 3. You're gonna hold the lift. Just draw your left heel 1 inch towards your seat. And then press the left heel 1 inch away. Yes, so the ball rolls in 1 inch, out 1 inch. Go a little in, little out, little in, little out. Now I want to challenge you to continue to push your left heel down into the ball. Right leg is working here as well. It's stabilizing you down on the mat. So I'm absolutely feeling my right side hamstring and my right side glute firing here as well. 4 more times. Go 4, 3, 2. Left heel is going to roll in. You're going to hold it there. Now I want you to really drive down to the left heel and see if you can lift your seat just 1 more inch. Here's your hold for this position. You're rolling onto your right side in 4, in 3, in 2. Tap your seat down, roll over onto your right side for some sideline work. Grab the ball with your left hand, press the ball into the mat, and then extend extend the left leg out long as you keep this right knee bent like a little kickstand. I want you to push down into the ball as a reminder to lift up through the right side body. Left leg lifts up, taps down, little lift, little tap, beautiful. So you are in a modified side plank here. I want you to really find that your right forearm is pushing down into the mat. Your left hand is pushing into the ball, and then your right side body is really wrapping in and lifting up towards the ceiling here. Left hip stacks over right. And because of that stacking, and because the left toes are in parallel, right, left leg is in parallel, toes are pointing at me, you're not gonna get a big range of motion here, and that's totally fine. You'll notice I'm only lifting the hip height, if even that. 4 more, go for 3, 2, you're gonna hold the lift with the left leg right at the hip height, take little circles. Little circle, does not matter your direction, because we will reverse it soon. I want you to squeeze the left quadricep, getting the left leg a little bit longer, and really feel the outer hip and the outer glute on the left side starting to fire and activate here. Yes, reverse directions, go little circle, so it's not a very big circle. I want you to focus more on getting your left leg straighter than on making the circle bigger. Beautiful. 8 more here, go 8, go 6, you're here for 4, 3, 2, hold the left leg in straight, inhale. Exhale, left arm reaches high. From there, I want you to sweep the left arm overhead, rotating your upper body just slightly, so you're getting a little twist to the thoracic spine, the shoulders square down to the top edge of your mat. Inhale, reach fingers and toes away from each other. As you exhale, pull left knee to left elbow. Inhale, reach, and exhale, pull. Yes, I want to challenge you to stay slow here. You want to try to keep the left leg lifted, and really feel the outer left glutes fire here. So I'm getting a little bit of a twist for the mid spine here. I'm rotating to the mat, and then I'm squaring my shoulders back to you. 2 more, go reach, and pull. Last one goes reach, and pull, reach everything out, hold it there. Inhale, the limbs get longer. Final variation, start to pulse it, little up, little up. So left arm, left leg, go, little lift, push down to the right forearm, soften the right shoulder away from the ears, and really feel the right side body lifting up to the ceiling here. Go a little up, little up. Could you get the left leg a little longer? And could you get a little bit more strength to the left quadricep to help maintain that length all the way to the left toes? You're here for 8. Yes, you're here for 6. Your hold is on deck in 4, 3, 2, here's your hold, inhale, reach longer. Exhale, lift left arm, left leg higher, and feel the right side body lift up to the ceiling. Hold here for 4, hold here for 3, hold here for 2, tuck the left knee in, press yourself all the way up, and take a little counter stretch. Reaching the right arm up and over, big opening for the right side body. Beautiful work. Big breath in, and a big breath out. We're coming back onto our backs. I'm just going to spin around so I'm still facing you. And the ball is going to come underneath our right foot. We have our second side to go. So you push the right heel down into the ball here. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, soften the shoulders, soften the face, and feel the back side of the rib cage softening down nice and heavy into the mat. Push through both heels, squeeze the glutes, and lift the seat to hover just a few inches off your mat. So really not lifting to a high bridge here, nice and low. Inhale, tap the seat. Exhale, you squeeze to lift. Yes, it's inhale, tap. And exhale, lift a little faster, go down and lift. It's tap and squeeze. So as you squeeze the seat, you drive down through both heels. So again, this is absolutely going to work both legs. I want you to get a little bit more into the right side hamstring. So really focus on driving the right heel down into the ball every time you lift. Yes. 4 more, go 4. 3, 2, hold that lift at the hover. Start to press the right heel down. Go a little press, little press. So you're driving your right heel down into the ball. Your seat is at a hover, but your low ribs are knitting together. The face is soft. And you're feeling the right side hamstrings really activate here because they're holding on to help you balance. Yes, beautiful work. You're here for 8, for 6, here for 4, 3. Hold that press down, lift the seat 1 inch, little lift, little squeeze, little squeeze. Yeah, so the glutes are squeezing to lift your seat just a little bit up, go little up, little up. Now, as you start to fatigue here, it's really tempting to arch into the low back because that does take some of the work out of the glutes. I want to challenge you to keep your pubic bone drawing towards the belly button so you stay really long through the whole low back here. Shoulder blades are spreading wide on the mat. Neck is soft, face is soft. 8 more lifts right here, go 8, go 6, here for 4, 3. You hold that lift, roll the ball in 1 inch and press it out 1 inch. So right heel pulls into the seat and presses out, yeah, just like that, it's in 1 inch. And out 1 inch, continue to push the right heel down into the ball so you stay really activated through the hamstrings on the right side. This is your final variation before we come into our sideline series. So maybe you push down through both heels a little deeper. Maybe you find a little bit more softness through the upper body. You have 4 more to go hold, go 4. And out. Yes, you're here for 3. And out, 2 more. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Last one goes in. And now roll the ball in and hold it. Drive down to that right heel. Squeeze through the seat. Soften through the ribs. And hold right here for 4. You're here for 3. You're here for 2. Tap the seat, rolling onto the left side, pressing up onto the left forearm. Grab the ball, bring it into your right hand. Left knee is bent. You're going to extend the right leg out to straight. Push the ball down into the mat. Find that nice lift to the left side body. Right leg, nice and long, goes lift and tap. It's up and down. So right hip is stacked over left. Right leg is nice and long here. You're staying in parallel, so the foot is pointing right at me. You're not rotating the femur bone open in the socket here. So again, what all that means is that you're not going to be able to lift it quite as high as you would if you were externally rotated. So don't worry about height. You're working just at hip height or maybe even a little bit lower. Find that modified side plank through the whole left side of the body. So you push the left forearm down, you push the right hand into the ball, and you really fire up the left side obliques. 4 more lifts, go 4. 3, 2, you're gonna hold that lift, little circles, right leg circle, and circle, and circle. So just circle up, drawing shape, I don't know, about the size of a quarter, maybe a tangerine, not very big at all. Squeeze through the right quadricep, so you can get the right leg a little bit longer. Yes, reverse direction, circle, and circle. Soften the shoulders, soften the face. It's so tempting to take tension up into the upper body here because this is incredibly challenging. So just try to breathe, soften wherever you can. Yes, now hold that right leg straight, inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna reach the right arm up to the sky. And then you're gonna rotate it up and overhead, rotating through the mid-spine to the thoracic spine, and almost squaring your shoulders to the mat here without changing the shape of the pelvis. Inhale, reach your right arm and leg longer. Exhale, pull elbow to knee. It's inhale, reach. And exhale, pull. Yes, you have a little twist to the rib cage. And back to me. Little rotation down. And back to me. Beautiful. Right leg extends really long. And then you keep it lifted as you pull it in. Beautiful. You have 4 more just like that. It's inhale, reach. And exhale, pull. 3 more times you reach. We pull. 2 more, it's reach. And pull. Last one. Now extend arm and leg away from each other. Hold it there. Inhale, squeeze the right quadricep, soften the right shoulder, and really lift up to the whole left side body. Start to pulse the right limbs up and up. So right arm and right leg go a little up, little up. Feel the left forearm pushing down into the mat. Feel the left side obliques lifting up, and the left shoulder softening down away from your ear. Yes, you're here for 16, 15. You have your holds, and that's where you'll finish seat work today. 8 more here, go 8. And 6, your hold on deck in 4, 3, 2, here's your hold, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift everything a little higher. Push through the left forearm. Lift the left obliques and hold here 4. Hold here 3. Hold here 2. Bend the right knee in, press yourself up. Take a nice little counter stretch. Left arm reaches up and over, opening up to the left side body. Big inhale. And a big exhale. We're going to flip ourselves over onto our knees, grabbing the ball and bringing it in between our inner thighs. Now, if you need a little more cushion for your knees, please don't hesitate to roll up your mat. Grab your weights. One way in either hand, we're going to hinge the torso forward and extend the arms long behind us. Start to lift the arms, little up, little up. So palms are facing each other here. The thumbs are pointing down to the floor. I want you to draw your shoulder blades down your back and see how straight you can get your arms. So we're really squeezing through the triceps, which are the muscles that line the backside of the upper arms. You're trying to keep the hands lifted higher than the seat for the entire exercise. Now really squeeze the ball between your inner thighs and feel how that activates the inner thighs. There's a little additional lift for the pelvic floor as well. You're here for 8, for 6, here for 4, 3. Hold the lift to squeeze the arms in and in and in. Now option squeeze the ball in and in. So the arms and the thighs are squeezing in toward midline simultaneously. In and in. Again, if this doesn't feel good for your knees, you can roll your mat, or you can also come to stand and do this in a squat position. We are eventually coming to a squat, so you get a little bonus squat work now, if that feels better in your body. 8 more here, go 8, 6, here for 4, 3, hold the inhale. As you exhale, flip the palms down so they face the floor. Squeeze the pinky fingers toward one another. Take a little bend in the elbows and then stretch the arms straight. Faster, go bend, reach, bend, reach, bend, reach. This is it for tricep work today with the weights. You have 8 more to hold. It's 8. It's 6. Here for 4, 3, 2. Keep both arms long. Inhale, squeeze the ball. As you exhale, lengthen the arms and lift them just a little bit higher. Hold it here for 4. Hold it here for 3. Hold it here for 2. Set the weights down, downward dog, keeping the ball where it is in between your thighs. Big breath in and a big breath out. You're going to squeeze your elbows in towards your ears here as you inhale. Now as you exhale, I know you thought you were going to get a little stretch. So we're actually going to take a little push-up variation. So you're going to bend your elbows almost like you're trying to lay your forearms down on the mat. And then as you inhale, we're going to press right back up to straight arms. 2 counts, we bend the elbows. 2 counts, we lift. So a little turbo dog push-up here. So it's almost like you're trying to come down to a dolphin pose. And then you change your mind and come right back up to your downward dog, but it's really nice and slow and controlled. 2 more just like that. It's inhale, bend. And exhale, lift. The last one goes down. And lift. Now I want you to bend halfway down, so you're halfway in between down dog and dolphin. From there, just 1 inch, go a little down, little up, little down, little up. Really reach your hips back here and lift them up to the sky. You're here for 8, for 6, here for 4, 3, 2, soften the knees, walk the hands all the way back to the feet. Take a moment, enjoy a forward fold. Ball is going to stay where it is in between your thighs. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. Soften the knees. Before you roll up, grab your weights. And then allow your head to be heavy as you very slowly roll up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. And spin around to face me. Squeeze the ball between the thighs. Bicep curls. Go in and out. It's in and out. Oh, we just soften your knees a little bit here. And I want you to start to feel your ankle bones drawing in towards one another. You are welcome to stay right where you are. If you want a little balance challenge, we're going to add heel raise. Go, lift and lower. It's up and down. Now you might notice that you have a tendency to roll to the outer edges of your feet as you lift up into your heel raise. That is so common. I catch myself doing it all the time. What you want to find is that you're really squeezing the ankle bones towards one another. And the ball is a really great tool to help remind you to do that. So you squeeze the ball, you squeeze your ankle bones in. Yes, you have 4 more. 4, 3, 2, we're gonna hold everything up. Press the arms up so the elbows come in line with the armpits. Little pulse up with the arms, little pulse, squeeze it on the ball. And take the option, if you want, to take a little pulse with the heels. Little up, little up. Now notice, if you're starting to lean your shoulders back here. Stack your shoulders over your hips, knitting the low ribs in, and then really take a good handle on those weights. Oof, lost my balance. So you're squeezing the weights and activating through the biceps. Here for 8, for 6, here for 4, 3, 2, gently lower the heels, keep the arms where they are. Little W shape with the arms goes out, and in. Yes, we take it out. And in. Now check in with your weight and how it's centered on your feet. Did you shift all the way back into the heels when you lowered them down? Push a little bit more weight into the big toe mount and the pinky toe mount of the feet. Yes, you have 2 more like that. Go out. And in. Last one goes up. And in. Now take the arms out to that V shape. Hold them there. Just squeeze the arms in. Go little in, little squeeze. So I should say squeeze the hands in and in. Can't really squeeze the arms in, can you? As you squeeze the hands in, soften the knees and really actively squeeze the ball. You're here for 8, for 6, here for 4, 3, 2, hold that squeeze, inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna extend the arms long. You're gonna flip the palms down to face the floor. I want you to hinge your torso forward and then bend deeply into the knees. So you come into a nice squat position. Tap the weights, row the elbows, tap the weights, row, pick it up, go, tap, squeeze, tap, squeeze. So we're gonna start to come into a little bit of thigh work here. With that information, I want you to take your weight back a little more into the heels and really feel your hips shifting lower as if they're reaching to tap the baseboard of the wall behind you. It's 4, 3, 2, we're going to keep the elbows lifted and wide. Just pulse the elbows up and up and up. No option, drop the hips, go a little drop, little drop, little drop. Yes, relax the shoulders. Feel your shoulder blades squeezing in and in. Now, even though your shoulder blades are squeezing in, make sure you're knitting the low ribs in together and not flaring through the rib cage. Here for 8, for 6, here for 4, 3, 2, stay low, inhale. Exhale, send the arms long. Squeeze the weights together and then bend through the elbows so you have this nice little rounded shape between your arms. Fly left arm, fly right arm. Yes, it's left arm and right arm. Option, drop the hips and drop. So it's a little pulse with the hips and a little fly. Switching arms, it's left and right. Beautiful. If it's too much to do it together, just do the arms. 4 more here. Go for 3, 2. I think you know where we're going. It's both arms that fly. Go, fly, squeeze, fly. Yes, you've got this. Fly and squeeze. We're gonna hold that fly in 4 more. Go for. Lots of back body work today, huh? It's 2. Hold the fly. Start to squeeze the ball. Go, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Yes, so arms are staying lifted. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and feel the ball activating the inner thighs. You're here for 8, for 6, here for 4, 3, 2. Hold that squeeze, inhale. As you exhale, I want you to take your hips way lower. Shift the weight back into the heels even deeper and then try to pop the ball. Hold it here for 4, hold it here for 3. Things change in 2. Set the weights off to the side. Set the ball off to the side. And come to find your left hand on some kind of stable surface. Does not matter what it is. Actually, it doesn't matter which hand it is. Pick any hand you want. Narrow V with the feet. Heels together, toes a few inches apart. Lift the heels slightly, and then send the knees forward. So you have this beautiful diamond shape in the legs. 2 counts, you lower your hips. 2 counts, you lift. It's inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. My whole back body is so fired up right now. I hope yours is too. So we're gonna finish this thigh work series with 2 right in a row. We're gonna challenge ourselves not to come out of it as we transition between the 2 positions, okay? So take some deep breaths here. Find that deep will to get through it. And then start to focus in on your alignment. Squeeze the heels together here. And then as you really squeeze the heels together, you're gonna feel the inner and outer thighs fire a little bit more. You're gonna keep the hips stacked over the heels and the shoulders stacked over the hips. So as you tire, it's gonna be tempting to lean forward. I wanna challenge you to keep your chest lifted and stacked over the hips. 2 more times, go down and lift. Last one goes down and lift. Now take this down halfway, hold it there. Just squeeze your heels together with all that you have. Yes, start to pulse your hips down. Go a little down, little down, little down. Now you really don't need a support surface here. So if you'd rather have your hands on your hips, you're welcome to do that. For our final set of thigh work, you're gonna want a hand on a wall or a chair or something just to help maintain your balance. As you take this small movement, I want you to really actively draw your heels in. And then continue to think about your pubic bone lifting up towards your belly button. You're here for 16, 15, yes. I'm hoping you're starting to feel a lot of heat into the quadriceps, into the thighs. You're here for 8, 6, here for 4, 3, 2, stay low, inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna squeeze your heels. You're gonna sink lower. Start to butterfly your thighs out and out. A little press, yeah. So you're pushing your inner thighs open. Same idea of what you did in your warm-up. So we had our heels drawing in towards one another in that turned up squat position. And we had our inner thighs pressing out. Yeah, shoulders are soft, face is soft. You have 8 more here, go 8, go 6, here for 4, 3, 2, hold that pulse out, inhale. Now as you exhale, I want you to rotate your legs to parallel. You're gonna lift your heels high, but we're not changing anything else in the shape of our spine. Ears are over shoulders, shoulders over ribs, and ribs over hips. Yes, just like that. 2 counts down, and 2 counts up. It's inhale down, and exhale up. So now we're in this parallel position. We're finishing with some parallel thigh work. If you find that it's uncomfortable to have your feet hips distance, you can absolutely walk your legs all the way together here. That might give you a little more stability for the knee joints. As you lower down, I want you to keep the heels lifted high. And I want you to keep your chest lifting up. So right here where you start to tire is where you're gonna start to wanna lean forward. 2 more, go down for 2. Lift up, the last one goes down. And up, now take this one down, hold it there. Lift the heels a little bit higher. Yeah, gorgeous. Take your hips to the right, to the left, little swing, yeah. So earlier, we did this with our oblique work. Now you're doing it with your pelvis. Drawing a little smiley face to the right, to the left, to the right. Now I know you maybe feel ridiculous, but go with it, right? Yes, it's ridiculous looking, but it gives you something to do besides thinking about the fact that your thighs are probably burning. Go 8, 7, you've got this. Stay low, keep the heart lifted. You're here for 4, 3, 2, the last one right, the last one left, hold it center. Final variation, little pulses down, go a little down, little down, little down. Yes, the knees are tracking forward over the toes. They might even eclipse the toes here. In fact, they probably will. That's okay because your heels are lifted and you're upright. So your knees are perfectly safe. If it doesn't feel good on your knees, go ahead and walk your legs all the way together. You're here for 16, 15. It's just a hold on deck. We're gonna finish class back on our mats. In 8, in 6, your hold is here in 4, 3, 2, here's your hold, inhale. Exhale, sink lower. Lift the heart, knit the ribs. Breathe here for 4. Maybe find your balance. You're here for 3. Maybe arms overhead. You're here for 2. Yes, let the heels come down and forward fold up and over your legs. Amazing work. Take a moment. Just sway the upper body from side to side. That was fantastic. Take a breath in and let it go. Come all the way down onto your mat. Grab your ball. We're laying back on our back to finish this class. We have a very short abdominal series. I promise, it's really not very long. Ball's gonna be in between your thighs to start. Float the legs up to a tabletop position. Knees are over the hips. Start to squeeze the ball in, and squeeze, and squeeze, yes. Now if this bothers your hips, you can also do this with your feet planted, okay? At any point if that variation feels better for you, please take it. Whether your legs are lifted or if your feet are planted, I want you to feel the sides of the waist drawing in. I want you to feel your pubic bones scooping up towards your belly button. And then find some softness through the face and the neck. Squeeze here for 8, for 6. Squeeze here for 4, 3. You're gonna hold the squeeze on the ball. Take an inhale. As you exhale, hands interlace behind the base of the skull as you curl up, head, neck, and shoulders, squeezing the ball. Inhale, we lower down. Exhale, squeeze the ball, curl it up. It's inhale down. And exhale up, yes. So getting a little bit more activation here for the rectus abdominis, that top layer of the abdominal wall, that allows you to curl up into this position. 2 more times, it's tap. Exhale, curl, squeeze the ball, last one, it's down. Now I want you to exhale, curl, squeeze the ball, feel that big activation through your inner thighs. Start to curl the heart, little up, little up, little up, yes. Head is resting back into the hands like a little hammock. The heart is curling towards the thighs. We're feeling the low ribs drawing in and really hooking back towards the back body. 8 more here, go 8. And go 6. Here for 4, 3, 2, hold that curl, inhale. As you exhale, I want you to reach through the legs, grab the ball, and then extend the legs straight up to the sky. Ball is gonna come in between your hands. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, right leg is gonna lower down. We're gonna take the ball behind the left. Yes, you know where we're going with this. Switch the legs. Ball comes back behind the right. Pick it up, go, switch, 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 switch. Now if you need to do this with your head down, that's totally fine. If you need to do this with bent legs, that's totally fine. Okay, it's really about where do you get the most activation into your abdominals. So if you're only feeling neck and hip flexors or hamstrings, then take whatever modifications you need. You're here for 8, 7, 1 more variation is on deck, and then it's your final hold for this class. Go 4, 3, yes, you're done in 2, last one, legs reach up to the sky. I said you're done, that was really a tease. You were done with that variation. Both hands press onto the ball, roll the ball up, little reach, yes, pressing the ball down into the shins. Now if you need to take a hand to the base of the skull for neck support, do it. Just make sure you switch after about 10, okay? Keep switching back and forth to keep yourself even. Go up and up. Low belly is pulling down. Heart is reaching up to the sky. You're here for 8, 7, 6. Final hold on deck in 4, 3, 2. Hold that lift, inhale. As you exhale, I want you to take the ball between the hands and squeeze it. Now you can stay right here, or you can start to reach the limbs away from each other. Feeling the low ribs pulling down and the heart curling up. Hold here for 4, this is it. Hold here for 3, limbs reach 1 more inch, hold 2. Hug everything in and rest your head back, amazing work. Whew. Rock from side to side for a moment here, just releasing the neck, the low back. Big inhale. And a big exhale. Set the ball off to the side so it's out of your way. Cactus or tee your arms and just let both knees fall to the right. If it feels good to take your right hand onto your left thigh, there's a little extra weight in the twist, you're welcome to do that. Left shoulder stays anchored down, so you're really opening up to the left side of the chest here as well. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Inhale the knees up through center and up and over to the left. Maybe you bring your left hand on top of your right thighs, a little extra weight. Right shoulder is heavy down into the floor. You get this really great opening across the right side of the chest. A nice gentle twist through the mid-spine. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Inhale, come back to center. Plant your feet on the mat, just about hips distance. Let your right leg fall open here. Stay with me on this one. Slide your right ankle underneath your left, and then reach down with your left hand to catch the right foot. And you have this really nice gentle quadricep stretch. So my left hand is grabbing the outside of my right foot, and I'm gently drawing it up towards my left butt cheek. Let the right knee fall open here, so you get quad, you get a little hip. I feel a little bit into the outer IT band area as well. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Gently release that right foot, bring it back, and plant it on the mat rather. Left leg falls open. Left foot slides behind the right ankle, and then your right hand reaches down to grab the outside of your left foot. Left knee is falling open here, so you get quadricep, you get inner thigh. And then my right hand is gently pulling my left heel towards my right butt cheek. Big breath in. Let it go. Release the foot. Hug both knees to the chest. Grab a hold of the backs of the legs and just get a little momentum here, rocking back and forth along the spine until you can come all the way up and extend the legs out in front of you. Inhale, sweep the fingertips high to the sky. Exhale to hinge forward. Beautiful forward fold stretch here. Feel the sitting bones reaching back and the heart reaching forward. You can keep the spine long, you can round it, it's really whatever feels best for you today. Big inhale. Big exhale. One more time, stay here for one more big breath in. Big breath out. Gently release the hands. Roll yourself up to a seated position, finding any position in the legs that feels good. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, let it go. That is your class for today. Amazing work. If you have not already, I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel. I post new classes here every Monday. I hope that you're feeling really strong, really accomplished, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See you again soon.